Hi everyone. So today I'm going to show you how you can get started with Jupyter Notebook for R programming. For that we are going to open here Anaconda. So you need to type Anaconda there, then you will open Anaconda Navigator in administrator mode. Alright, so I'm just going to open this Anaconda in administrator mode. And if you do not have Anaconda installed in your computer, you can simply visit to Anaconda website here. There you have Anaconda, and thereafter you can install this Anaconda in your computer, download Anaconda, and depending on your operating system, you can simply download it. You will get the download link here. If you are using a Windows, then you download a 64-bit Windows file, otherwise Mac OS or Linux file. So once you download it, you will open Anaconda Navigator. Thereafter you need to come back here in environment, and in this environment I'm going to simply click on this create, and there I say here R base, and for R base I'm going to select here R, and thereafter let me see if we have any versions in R. Alright, so these are the Python versions. So I'm going to just select here Python 3.7 version, and there is the R version. You need to just create it. Once you create it, it is gonna create a new environment here. In the environment, it's gonna install R as well as it's gonna install there a Python. So once it finishes this installation, you will notice that you will be having in this environment R and Python. Once this environment is created, then we will start our coding in a Jupyter Notebook. Alright, now you see this R base is created, and this R base is having Python and R here. You need to just click on here. It's gonna start your environment. It's gonna activate this environment. Thereafter, it will ask you whether you want to open IPython, or you want to just open your Jupyter Notebook, or you want to open your terminal. Alright, so I'm just gonna open here a terminal. Once you open this terminal, thereafter it asks you where you want to open this terminal. I'm gonna just change it to downloads. Let me zoom in so that you can see it clearly, otherwise it might not be visible to you. I have here very high resolution screen. Alright, so let's go ahead and just run it here, a Jupyter Notebook. Once you start here Jupyter Notebook, it's gonna start a new notebook. It's gonna start a new notebook in a download repository, in download folder. In a download folder, thereafter you can click here, then you say which type of the notebook you want to create. There I select here R notebook. Once you select the R, you will notice here this R notebook is created. Thereafter you can simply give the name of this notebook. There I say this one is R notebook introduction. Alright, so this one is going to be the R notebook introduction. Similarly, you can assign any variable if you want in the R, something like this. But do remember here we use this assignment operator, which is like arrow here. So there I have A is equals to 10. Thereafter I have here B equals to 20. Just to run it. Thereafter, one more thing, if you notice there, it might not be visible to you. Let me zoom in so that you can see it clearly. Alright, so this A and the B. If you do not know the keyboard shortcuts, you can come to kernel. Thereafter, it's perhaps in the help. Then you get there keyboard shortcut. So these are the keyboard shortcut. Most of the time I use these keyboard shortcuts. And if you press here shift and the enter, you run a cell, and thereafter you select the below cell. For example, if you try to run this cell, you hit the shift and the enter, it is going to execute this cell. Thereafter it will move to another cell. There is another one is alt and enter. It's gonna run this cell, and then it will insert here a new cell. It's not going to enter in this cell, but it's going to here insert a new cell. And if you run here with the control and enter, it is just going to run this selected cell, and the final cursor will be here. It will not move anywhere. and you can check it here, something like, let's say you want to say here C, something like this, equals to A plus B. I'm going to put here control and the enter. Now you will notice that it's not moving forward. All right. So I'm just going to place it here. All right. Thereafter, I'm going to put here shift and the enter. Thereafter, you will notice here it has executed this, and thereafter the control has entered in the another cell. And if you press here the alt and enter, you will notice a new cell will be inserted here in between these two cells. So that's how it is working. Thereafter, you can also create here vectors. You can simply do like this: vector is equal to C. So C function creates a vector here, and then you can say like all right, this is vector, and you just run it. Once you run it, thereafter you can simply print this vector. All right. So the further coding you can do in Jupyter Notebook for your R programming. This Jupyter Notebook is really very awesome. It's there is a lot of the difference between the Jupyter Notebooks and R Studio. In the R Studio, you don't get something like these options. In R Studio, you have something there, a script, and you have here a console window, and you lost all these output prints when you move forward, because these are lost somewhere there. But if you use a Jupyter Notebook, these outputs are there, and apart from that, you can also use here MarkDown language to put the heading, something like this. This one is going to be the this one is going to be the heading 2. Thereafter, you can also put there like this is paragraph. You can also put here like a list here. Thereafter, I'm going to put here list 1, and then I put here this one is going to be the list 2. Thereafter, I put here this is going to be the list 3. So it's like something this. You can use this Jupyter Notebook to make sure that you are writing a correct documentation for your codes as well. But you don't get this facility here in, at least in this R Studio. You can use here other formats as well, like if you create here a new notebooks and R Markdown, etc. But I have found that this Jupyter Notebook is much better than the R Studio. Alright, so this is all about in this lesson. Thanks a lot for watching it. I'll see you in next lesson.